Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is LB Vidiot, and we are going to be trying something new today. We are going to be trying adding a commentary track to one of my favorite games. Yes, that is right. We are going to be doing Valkyria Chronicles, one of my absolute favorite games for the PS3. Now, I am going to be doing this in a skirmish mission, which means that I am going to be just doing a little random aside, not anything on the main cast or in the main story. So I'm going to be trying to use one of my Cheating with Cheaterson squads, the one that's totally upgraded. Unfortunately, I can't remember exactly which save file that is, but we'll figure it out soon enough. And the unfortunate part about this is that there is a relatively long loading screen for some of this. However, one of the treats that you're going to get is you are going to get to see Sega's work and doing spectacular jobs with their intro cinema. Yes, we know it saves. Okay. Enjoy. And now you can see why this is the only game that I've ever actually gotten the art book on. So, starting off, what we're going to do is we're going to load up one of my saves. Let's see if I can figure out which one is the right one. Okay, there we go. Wait, no. Let's try this one. Okay. Loading. Okay, and it doesn't look like this is the right one. Huh. Okay, so we can't go any further, so let's just go to skirmishes. And we'll just do here at the start and brawl. So, alright. And we'll do it on normal, because I'm not totally inept. And this is just a demonstration. So. Okay. We are here in Brule, starting town. We don't really know anything about what's going on, but we are to occupy the enemy's main base camp. Wow, how original. For those of you who have played the game before, you know that that's just as generic as it gets. All of the skirmish missions have the same objective. We just have to make sure that we don't lose everybody. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just position a couple of units. Alicia, always our front gal. She's arguably the best unit in the game. Juno, one of my personal favorites. Shut up. Vice, another one of my personal favorites. He's freaking awesome from Skies of Arcadia. Largo, we're throwing him on because he has another command point. And let's not forget Rosie. And Marina, who is our sniper. And I think that's all that we're going to go with. I know it's not a full roster, but frankly, it's all we need. Alright. Yes, ma'am. Okay. So, getting ready to kick some butt. Yeah, you tell him, Welkin. So, the wonderful thing about Valkyria Chronicles is the idea that it is actually a third-person action game and a turn-based strategy game all in one. So if I select one of my units here, like the Shamrock, which, since it's a tank, it costs 2 command points, I can run around in third person, getting shot at, and doing my own shooting. Since he's a tank, he can run over cover, and he's not really worried about small arms fire. But I can then take aim at whoever I want, and I get one action, kind of like a tabletop RPG. I'm going to use it to make somebody pay with one of my mortars. Not him. There we go. And one of the things I really like about this game is the fact that they kind of kept the whole katakana sound effects from the original Japanese release. And you can see it with the in the engines and the when something explodes. It really adds to the artistic feel and manga feel and everything. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to use my sniper to take out the one unit that scares me with that tank, and that is the Lancer, who is our anti-tank unit. I'm going to zoom in. Now, for those of you who don't know, there's always a little targeting reticle. Right now, that targeting reticle is a dot. So, bang. Into the lake. With her, she has an ability called Unlimited Ultimate Accuracy that makes her literally pinpoint accuracy at basically any distance. So you can hit whatever you want. I'm going to use Juno here, and I'll use Vice. He's cool. So Vice is a shock trooper, and he's going to come running up through hails of enemy fire and not care because he's tough, and blow this guy away. They're your best offensive and defensive units when it comes to anything except tanks. The only problem is that they don't have a lot of movement speed. So bring up Rosie, who's our other shock trooper. She's got a gun that I only got. Oh, there's a good point. Every character has potentials, which allow you to get certain bonuses when certain requirements are met, and it's kind of got a random chance. And hers is the one that just activated on her is strong-willed, which means that she becomes basically immune to interception fire. But the gun that she's carrying is actually a gun that you can only get from DLC, and since I got it, won't be a problem. Now, Juno is a scout, much like Alicia, and scouts are arguably the best units in the game once you give them a little bit of oomph, because that means that they have really good accuracy. Later on they get grenade launchers, like she's going to use here. And... is it a spider? I'll get to that in a second. They have decent accuracy, decent range, decent firepower, but their biggest advantage is the fact that they have a really, really long movement range. And if there's one thing that can screw you over in this game, it's running out of movement. So, just like when we have Alicia and Largo on our team, and you can see the little badge in the corner of their profile, that means that they are a commander unit. That means that they add 1 command point to our team. Now, the enemy has those too, and that was that little click noise that you heard when we killed that last commanding officer. So they actually lost a command point on their turn. So I'm just going to finish this up with the Shaman. See if I can get rid of this guy. And I'm going to hit him with my mortar, because that's the best against infantry. And just drop one right on his head. Oops. Sorry, Alicia. That was another commander unit, but fortunately Alicia survived that cataclysmic blow, and yeah, anybody who watches any of my other stuff will know that one of the things that I have a problem with occasionally is miscalculating radiuses of explosions. But I'm going to end the turn here, and now it's the enemy's turn. So they get to go and do all of their movements. They have command points just like us. But since there's only one guy left and his job is to defend the base, he's not going to go anywhere. So it's my turn, and it's time for us to... Alicia's hurt. I'm going to go with Juno instead. So she's going to come up. Juno, go! And she's going to run, and this is again where scouts are at their most powerful, because they can march pretty much the entire way across the battlefield if nothing is opposing them. They don't have a lot of HP, but they can go a pretty good ways. So she's just going to take out this guy right here, and headshots do count. So she took him out in one, and that's good. And then into the base we go, and looking up at the flag, that's theirs. All I have to do is press X, and that's the end of the mission. So, for those of you who are happy with that, that's going to be our first test. Thanks a lot. See you next time.